Cody Angle is the son of Kurt fucking Angle. Who is Nicholas related to? Santa Claus?
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap in for the ride of a lifetime. It's not a roller coaster, but if it were, it'd sound like this. And this is Skeeter Skyflyer talking to you, along with the greatest champion ever to be in a backyard wrestling entertainment zone, Mark E. Xtreme, he's sitting right here, and that's him. I probably should have stopped at his name, but he's looking at me right now. It's Mark E. Xtreme.
Stop. Skeeter, what did you say about roller coaster?
That this show is like a roller coaster, but it's not. But it's not a roller. It's exciting though, like one.
Skeeter, if I was your dad and I put you on a roller coaster, I would make sure that they didn't put the safety bar down on you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years, undefeated, backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner. And on top of all that cool ass, sexy ass, smooth ass shit, I am the host of the #1 wrestling YouTube series. No need to look at the numbers because the numbers lie. The #1 wrestling YouTube series, On Your Mark, where for years we've been giving you the best shoot interviews, the best wrestling clips, and the best overall wrestling content. So we decided that since we're kicking ass over here, let's kick ass over in the podcast world. So I sucked everything out of the YouTube that you love, and I fucked it into the podcast world. And that's why we're giving you the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast every Wednesday on the Dragon Wagon Radio Podcast Network. And we're deep diving into topics, and we're giving you the most hardcore and uncensored look that you've ever seen before. And it's coming at you from the horse's ass himself, the undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion himself, Mark E. Xtreme.
Yes, thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio that hosts us here, along with many other great shows about Dungeons and Dragons and comic books and all kinds of fun nerd culture stuff.
Nerd shit. If you want the real man pay, I gotta pay the goddamn bills shit. It's the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast.
Yeah, but don't you think wrestling could be kind of nerdy?
There is nothing more anti-nerdy in the world. This is real man shit.
So this episode is what now?
Real man shit.
Well, great, because today we are talking about Nicholas.
Okay, Nicholas Hogan, Nicholas Bonkwinkle. Which Nicholas are we talking about, Skeeter?
Nicholas.
Wait a sec. Yeah, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Hold the phone. We're doing. Oh, hold on. Skeeter, I'm going to try to remain as patient as possible here when I ask you this fucking question. Are you fucking out of your fucking dumbass little shit-stained brain mind?
I don't think so. I didn't take any tests on it or have any.
Are we doing a whole podcast episode on the fucking the Nicholas that won the tag titles with Braun Strowman?
Yeah,
that
WrestleMania.
Nicholas?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Are Skeeter, why? Skeeter, we want numbers. We want ratings. We haven't yet to do a goddamn episode on fucking NWO or fucking Sting or the shit that people really want to hear about. But no, when you do your groundbreaking, beautiful research, Skeeter, what makes you pick these dumb-ass episodes?
Well, do you want me spoilers at all right now?
Yes.
We got some business to take care of.
Take care of business, but then we've got to figure this shit out.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you get set? Okay, go! It's on your mark 10K go, everybody. It's the greatest race there is where you don't have to do nothing but lift your finger a couple of times, because all you got to do to enter this contest is subscribe to youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, and you'll be entered to win a new copy of the wrestling video game WWE Battlegrounds. Once our channel hits 10,000 subscribers, we will pick a winner at random, and they will be chosen, and you'll get if it's you, you'll get the game of your choosing, physical, digital, however you want it, you're gonna win it.
That's right. That's right. You know, we're giving away content and free shit left and right on this with On Your Mark, and this is no different. We're trying to hit 10K, so it's the easiest contest you'll ever enter. Hit a Macho Man elbow drop to that subscribe button at youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, and you're entered to win.
That's great. Also, we've got our Patreon Xtreme shout out. So if you go to our Patreon page, you can get these episodes early. You can get a replica championship belt. There's exclusive t-shirts available there. There's all kinds of stuff available on our Patreon. But right now, I think it's time for our Xtreme shout outs. Right, Marky Xtreme?
That's right. Before we get to the shout outs, I just want to say too, you know, the Patreon, we're giving out so much cool ass exclusive shit that, and that's the best is yet to come, because soon we're going to be giving you more and more exclusive content and potential exclusive merchandise. But let's get to the shout outs, the skid marks over at our Patreon page that keep the roof over the backyard and keep this podcast possible. So those shout outs are as follows: Tim Redbeard, Spot the Magic Ninja, Liam McLee, Miguel Diaz, Rick Conley, Tom, Mr. Blix, Hillbilly Bryn, Max, and Angela Elias. Well, there you have it. Again, we want to thank all of those people that make this all possible. If you want to become a part of that exclusive shout-out list every week on our podcast, then hop your happy ass over to patreon.com/OIMshow.
Okay, here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This episode I've been excited for a long time.
Oh, stop. Nope. Hold. We are picking right back up where we left this shit off. Skeeter, why?
Oh, you want me to do the intro again? Is that what's going on?
No, hell no. Why do you do this to me and to us?
You asked me to host it. You asked me to be the Conrad Thompson so that way all the focus could be on you. And you.
Yeah, but you know
like
what? Conrad Thompson picks riveting topics. Conrad Thompson picks groundbreaking, clickable topics that people want to click and listen to. Nobody is going to want to listen to fucking a whole episode on Nicholas. Maybe Nicholas Hogan, maybe Nicholas Bonkwinkle, maybe some of those Nicholases. Nicholas Alden. Nope, not even that. That was another dumbass one. But that we already did. But I would have even gone back and done a whole nother episode on Nicholas Aldis before I did a whole episode on Nicholas. But Skeeter, why do you do this?
We could do a part 2 on Nick Aldis. You were really excited about it when we did it before, but I mean, I was
making a fucking example. Skeeter, tell me why you do this. What possesses you to pick these topics?
Well, I think Nicholas is a pretty huge deal. He debuted at WrestleMania.
Which is what
won the Raw Tag Team Championships with Braun Strowman, who handpicked him as his tag team partner, and he's undefeated at WrestleMania.
It's all bullshit. Skeeter, Nicholas.
That can't be. It can't be.
Shut
happened.
No, it did. Yes, it did happen. But the only reason it happened is because fucking Braun Strowman, monster among men, is his partner. Nicholas brought nothing to the table. He's a 10-year-old titty fart baby boy still sucking on his mom's tits for breakfast. You know, he brought nothing of physicality to the table. And if you put me, well, maybe we'll just talk into this later of one of my dream matches. If you put me across the fucking ring or the backyard with Nicholas, I'd kill that motherfucker. I'd punt his little tiny dick off and shove it out down his baby throat. I don't know if I should say things like that because I don't want.
It's in a WWE ring. You legally can't do that unless it's Extreme Rules.
Okay, well, then I would wait till an Extreme Rules pay-per-view to do it.
Well, I hope you guys get booked together at that time. But, booking can fluctuate, and you never know who's going to be put on the card at the same time, or if there's people injured already. Like, Nicholas might have an injury. and then you don't get booked for Extreme Rules, and then they make it instead like a payback match or something.
I don't care where it is, where it would be. I would love to stand across the ring from this undeserving little piece of shit. Of all the people that deserve a spot like that, you pick a 10-year-old titty fart sprinkle cupcake baby boy? Fuck me. Fuck off.
Well, no, look, have you heard Conrad Thompson doing an episode on Nicholas? Have you heard Bruce Pritchard do an episode? Have you heard Eric Bischoff?
Because they wouldn't.
We're first. We are first. We beat him to the punch.
Skeeter, nobody would do an episode on Nicholas. Nobody wants to hear anything more about Nicholas. I don't know where he's been, what he's waiting to do, but I just think that this might be it, Skeeter. This might be the last episode of the podcast. Nobody's going to listen after this. This has been a great run. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Well, hold the phone, because we're gonna deep dive into Nicholas.
Don't even say that. Don't say that.
He was born Nicholas Cohn not too long ago, probably and also probably near the Superdome in New Orleans. Nicholas likes Pokemon, and he likes Terraria, and he likes Fortnite, and he likes YouTubers, and he likes Dantum. That's all. That's all from his Twitter.
Ooh, it's so fun. Ooh, yeah, it's so fun. Oh my gosh, I love Fortnite and cupcakes and baby toys and rattles and fucking
sandboxes. Fuck off, Nicholas, you piece of shit son of a bitch. You are a fucking bitch boy, and I would beat your fucking ass if I was across the ring from you. You undeserving piece of shit. You don't deserve to be in this fucking business. I have beaten my fucking ass for 15 plus years to try to get a spot like that, and you just hand it to a fucking child. That's why WWE's in the shape that they're in.
Well, hold on. Now I can't confirm that. It didn't say that he likes cupcakes or sandboxes, everybody, according to his Twitter. That Marky Xtreme is just merely speculating. That's not necessarily true, but I like those things, so it could be true. So, Nicholas, he's in the 5th grade.
Oh, good. Oh boy. Is he learning? Is he learning how to color inside the lines? Oh boy, did he show and tell? You know what? Maybe he did show and tell. You know, something he should have shown and tell was a sick-ass Marky Xtreme t-shirt. And Skeeter, where can the fine skid marks listening at home get a hot, fresh out of the oven Mark E Xtreme t-shirt?
Oh, well, out of the oven, they probably go to your house because you got a bunch of them in your closet. And then your mom would probably.
Oh my God! If you want an On Your Mark T-shirt, like one of my kick-ass make them say "E" shirts or King of Backyard Style, don't buy the Skeeter Skyflyer shirt. Then go to ProWrestlingTees.com/OIM show. There you will get some amazing On Your Mark T-shirts. We even got a new one that I don't know how it ended up on the store, but I'm a little pissed off about it. The Backyard Bros T-shirt. Skeeter, what do you think about our Pro Wrestling Tee store?
That's amazing. You said that would never, ever, ever happen. You said there'd never be a Backyard Bros shirt. When we did our Lucha Bros episode, and I said, well, wouldn't that be a great shirt? You said, no, never. It's a shirt now. It's for reals.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, and I'm not exactly happy about it, but do not go buy that shirt. Do not buy the Skeeter Skyflyer shirt, but buy every other kick-ass shirts and cover your torso up at ProWrestlingTees.com/OIM show.
So, unprecedented. Never before had this happen. At WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, Braun Strowman said he was going to have a secret tag team partner when he was going to fight the Bar. And people kept wondering, who's it going to be? Who's going to be the partner? Could be Ronda Rousey? Could it be Iron Mike Tyson? Could be Vince McMahon? And they didn't know. And Braun Strowman showed up on the day, and he's like, I'm going to pick him out of the crowd. And then he walked around, and then he picked out Nicholas. Nicholas was chosen at random by Braun Strowman to be the tag team partner to challenge for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship.
One of the biggest missed opportunities in wrestling. You put it up there with a ton of them. You could have had anybody come out there I don't want to say anybody. There's so many great choices they could have picked to have been Braun Strowman's partner, to get a pop, to have one of those WrestleMania moments. Marky Xtreme, of course. But aside from that, Hulk Hogan, goddamn Sting, goddamn Tyrus the Virus, Jimmy Wang Yang, all these goddamn legends. What some of these guys, imagine the fucking WrestleMania pops when it goddamn Tyrus the Virus would have come out there. It just blows my mind. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? What if he would have gone out in the crowd and the kid he picked had goddamn chicken pox or some bullshit, and then he infested the whole goddamn locker room with chicken pox? That'd have been a lawsuit on their hands. And as a business, they aren't. How can you not think of something like that?
Is that how the Red Rooster was born?
The fuck are you talking about?
That he saw some kid with chicken pox, and then he became the Red Rooster?
Possibly. I'm not a scientist, but I would assume that had something to do with it. But, biggest missed opportunities in wrestling could have resulted in a huge lawsuit,
But how's Braun Strowman supposed to pick all those people? They're all backstage. They're all wrestlers. He picked someone from the crowd. Hulk Hogan wasn't sitting in the crowd. Sting wasn't sitting in the crowd. Were you at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans?
No, I wish I was, or I'd have just ran into the ring. But why couldn't he just walk backstage instead of walking through the crowd? All these guys, all these wrestlers are just waiting by the entrance. Go backstage, pick somebody out.
Well, because when you go, it's like we all learned this from the playset, is that when they go back in the back and then they come back out again, it triggers the entrance music and stuff again. Then they got to do their entrance all over again.
Who cares? What does it matter? Do the entrances again.
That's a lot of entrances at WrestleMania. It means you get less match time.
What does it fucking matter? WrestleMania is 20 hours anyways.
Well, okay. So he picks out Nicholas. He gets in the ring. He has Nicholas introduce himself. And then Nicholas then plays clearly the greatest mind games I've ever seen in a match. Because Nicholas is standing on the apron. And he's looking at the bar, and Sheamus and Cesaro are looking at Nicholas, and they can't wait to get their hands on him. They can't wait to beat him up. And Braun Strowman's in there, and he's fighting. And then at one point, Nicholas tags in the match. He gets in the ring, and then he tags right back out. And then the bar is like, oh, we got to beat up this kid so bad. And they never get their hands on him. And they are so consumed with trying to beat a kid, they don't. And Braun Strowman wins the tag team championships.
Skeeter, these weren't mind games. That fucking child was terrified. He shit himself. Did you not see that?
Isn't that part of the mind games?
No, he was a terrified little bitch. He shit his diapers because he wasn't supposed to. He's too young for this. We experimented in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment with having a kids division. That clearly did not go well. You remember that, don't you?
I do.
What happened?
I was excited. I tried to sign up for that division because you said I wasn't. That
would even further get us into a legal turmoil more than we already were because of it. But
you already say I'm like a child, so I was like, oh, then I should sign up for the kids division. But
you're legally not, Skeeter, so you can't wrestle kids.
Well, it doesn't. If I can't wrestle adults, I figure I could wrestle kids. But the kids, they were wrestling each other. And they were doing stuff like they're trying to learn. They had a mat, and then the parents were there. They're being enthusiastic, and they're bringing in wrestling coaches. And you got mad, and then you laid down the thumbtacks, and you're like, wrestle now.
Yeah, and it didn't end up well. And my lawyers and legal team are still in a kerfuffle with that one. But you know what? Somebody we entertained at Backyard Wrestling Entertainment for our kids division was the son of Kurt Angle, Cody Angle. And, I think that a match that, might actually, if we still were legally allowed to have our kids division, that it might actually draw would be Cody Angle versus Nicholas, but I don't know that I'd be able to control myself to not go out there and fucking punt Nicholas's ass across the backyard. But Cody Angle is a future legend in this business, and we had the opportunity a couple years back to sit down with Cody Angle and chat with him. So let's go into the vault from our episode at Impact Wrestling with Cody Angle. Who's
Who's got more muscles, me or Scott Steiner?
Scott Steiner.
No, I got more muscles than Scott Steiner. God dang it, kid.
Why do you always have to say God dang it?
Because I get frustrated, Cody.
Why is that champion ripped up anyways?
Okay, Cody. All right.
I just have to ask questions.
It's not ripped up. It's just battle scars, okay? This is the BWE championship. Do you want to hold my belt?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
I see you around here holding everybody's dang belts, Cody. You don't want to hold my belt?
No.
All right.
You're scared, like, of Scott Steiner.
I am not scared of Scott Steiner, okay, Cody? Jesus.
Well, there you have it, Skeeter. The son of Kurt Angle, Cody Angle, another kid in this business.
Well, okay, so if he's a future legend and a future Hall of Famer, why can't Nicholas be that? Nicholas is undefeated at WrestleMania and is already a champion.
Who is he? Cody Angle is the son of Kurt fucking Angle. Who is Nicholas related to? Santa Claus? Huh? Who?
Well, it says he's related to referee John Cone, that he's his son.
Yeah, but referees can't wrestle. You know, and also, like I said, I'll go back to my point. Did Nicholas do any offense in this goddamn match?
He's played mind games. He was there and he's on the ropes and he's like, I'm in your head. I'm in your head, Sheamus.
Do you really think that's what happened?
Look, luchadors start at they start in the belly, I think. They start like right away. Like Eddie Guerrero was training to be a wrestler when he was in his mom's womb, I think. And they start young. So how could he be the greatest wrestler, but we don't know. But you got to start younger. Look at Dominic Mysterio. I don't know how old he is, but he's like 7 feet tall. But he's
like
a
13.
kid.
He's like 13.
But you got to get in young. We talked about this, that you wouldn't feel as much pain if you started as a child. The bumps wouldn't be so bad because you then outgrow them.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm just jealous. Maybe I'm jealous. You want to know the truth? Maybe I'm fucking jealous that I've put so much of my blood, sweat, shit, and tears into this business, and this little shit stain goes out there and gets his WrestleMania debut. I've said for years, have I not, that I am a straight to WrestleMania kind of guy. If WWE came to me, if Hunter came to me, and fucking Vince McMahon sent me a dick pic, I would say, I am not coming to the WWE unless it's straight to WrestleMania, so you can fuck off, Vince. And that's what I've said for years that I would say. I've had random numbers text me saying that they're WWE scouts. I say, what are your creative plans for me? This really has happened. I'm not lying. I say, what are your creative plans for me? And they say, maybe developmental, blah, blah, blah. We still think that you need a lot of work. And you know what I respond with? Fuck off. If you can't come at me with a seven-figure deal and straight to WrestleMania match, then fuck off. So I stand my ground. I know my worth. And you know what? This kid, probably sadly, what's sad is he's probably made more money than I have made in this business, and that pisses me off. It makes me jealous and it makes me angry.
Toll ride.
Fuck! Shut! No. I do fucking shit. Okay, everybody listening at home, I want to say something. Skeeter's trying to do something. He's trying to fucking make a saying a thing. And so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to never fucking say it, never tweet it, never fucking do it. Just don't say the thing Skeeter says, and it'll make me happy. Okay, continue, Skeeter. This groundbreaking
Should they not make it a hashtag either? Would that be bad?
No, they shouldn't do any of that shit.
If they did hashtag toll ride?
Yeah, that people would probably report them because it's fake news.
Well, okay, look. Nicholas is more undefeated at WrestleMania than The Undertaker.
See, that's something else. That is ridiculous.
You can't deny that. You can't deny it. It's all in the numbers.
You know who else is more undefeated at WrestleMania than Nicholas or The Undertaker?
Me?
No,
yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
But you said you and...
No, I said me.
Yeah,
what was your answer?
Myself. God dang it. You're also more undefeated. That pisses me off. Don't tout that. Don't.
Yeah, but Nicholas actually wrestled, though. From bell to bell, he was in there. He was throwing down. He
didn't do anything. He stood outside the ring like a little bitch, Skeeter. What did you see?
Nicholas has a red belt in karate.
And I've got a fucking black belt in badass.
That's cool. And maybe someday Nicholas will get that too. He's young. He has the time. Do you think WWE is going to start a documentary series on the WWE network about Nicholas called The First Ride?
I don't even want to entertain you with that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It makes sense. They did Undertaker Last Ride because that was the end, but this is the beginning. This is the chronicling 24/365.
Nobody would watch it. Like nobody's going to listen to this episode.
I'd watch it. I'd listen to this episode while watching the episode, and
that's what's good. You know what? I could say anything I want into this episode. I don't even have to have you stop the recording because nobody's fucking listening. Nobody's listening. You know what? So, I could say fucking anything. Good to know.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Oh, I want to say that I'm fucking bitter and I'm pissed off and I'm jealous that a child got an opportunity before me. That he's probably made more money than I'll ever make in my whole fucking life. My pecker's bigger than he is. And fucking, talking about kids and peckers in the same sentence would normally probably get me in trouble. But you know what? Nobody's listening to this. So who fucking gives a shit?
You don't know about that. I mean, he could be swinging some pipe,
No, I didn't say his pecker. I said my pecker is bigger than him entirely.
Oh, maybe he wrapped it around. He's got long hair. Maybe it's up in his hair.
What is up in his hair?
His pecker.
You're saying this. Okay, we got to stop talking about kids and peckers. Stop. I can't even do. Nope.
Marky Xtreme, have you thought about the similarities between you and Nicholas? Your first matches ever, and you both became champion, and since you've both never been defeated.
There's nothing that is similar about me and Nicholas. I am jacked as hell. I am a world's champion, not a goddamn tag team titty fart champion.
The World Tag Team Championship.
I'm a world champion that is above a tag team championship. I'm a grown ass man that pays bills and fucking wakes up every morning to put the bread on the table. I have grown my pubes. I have a deep manly voice. I don't play with toys. I don't go to research, planning matches, different than playing with toys. I don't go to school anymore.
You stopped that a long time ago.
Exactly. When I realized what my life, where my life was going, I dropped out of school. I didn't need to do it. Bam Margera did it too.
Who's that?
Fucking skateboard Bam Margera. Does whatever the fuck he wants.
What? Oh, you mean Darby Allin?
There's nothing similar about me and Nicholas Skeeter. Nothing similar. Now, there is somebody that I share a lot of similarities with, and that is the Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. And Scott Steiner's recently gone through a horrific tragedy. Because of Matt Corona, he is going to lose his Shonies, but not if we have anything to say about it. That's why we've started SOSSS. Save our Scott Steiner Shonies. Skeeter, tell them a little bit about what we're doing.
It's a sad time, and when wrestlers, when the fellow boys need a helping hand, this is time for all the boys to come together to put their hands out and hold the hands that are. It's a handful, but we can handle it. So come together. Help Scott Steiner save his Shonies. It sounds like something bad happened, whether money or a freak came in and maybe pooped on the buffet. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He needs our help. And Scott Steiner has been nothing but a grateful human being to everyone. Maybe not in wrestling, but opening a Shonies. And Shonies is beloved by everyone. You talk to people in Jamaica, you talk to people in Antarctica, they all love Shonies. And this is this is the greatest, the best one there is. And I know someday Marky Xtreme and Scott Steiner were going to have a sit down and have Shoney's all day and do an episode and become the best of friends. And now it looks like that may not happen unless we band together.
One of my dreams was to, like Skeeter said, have a sit-down shoot interview with Scott Steiner at a Shoney's eating buffet the whole fucking day. That was one of my dreams, and you know what? I will do everything in my power to make that still happen. And that's why we're gonna be on the Highway 27 this weekend with some of the fucking coleslaw buckets from that Shoney's, and we're gonna be raising money and giving it directly to keep that Scott Steiner Shoney's the lights on.
Slaws for the cause.
Absolutely.
Marky Xtreme, is Nicholas WWE Hall of Fame bound?
That offends me, and that upsets me that you would. Do you think he's Hall of Fame bound, Skeeter?
Yes. His record is undeniable. Who else has a record like that where they win a championship right away at WrestleMania? They're undefeated. They had to relinquish the titles the next night on Raw because Nicholas had to go back to school, but he didn't lose it. That was Braun Strowman's decision, or maybe his dad's decision. I don't know. But he says he's going to come back. He's going to come back once he's done with school. And then they're
how convenient. How convenient.
I mean, it's like an injury that, like, Seth Rollins' knee explodes and he's like, I got to walk away and give up the title. And then his knee gets all better. He comes back. He wins the title.
I say work through your injuries. I say work through your obligations. He should have dropped out of school. You know, if I was Vince McMahon, I would say you're never welcome back here ever again. You should have dropped out of school, you know. And you say, oh, is there anybody else that, you know, won a title in their first match and is undefeated? Yeah, me, Skeeter. I just didn't do it at WrestleMania. I did it in my own company.
That's why you two are so similar. You and Nicholas are like two peas in a pod.
No, I'm going to stop you right there, Skeeter. Nothing about me and this child are similar.
You're both champions. You're both undefeated. It's amazing. I don't know why you don't see it. The R-Truth is in the pudding.
Yes. I hear you, Skeeter, but what I'm hearing is all dumb shit.
I hope someday I can grow up and become tag team champions with Nicholas. That would be a dream.
Is that really one of your dreams?
Yeah.
You have some horrible dreams.
I think it's a pretty good dream. If I could be tag team champion with Nicholas and married to Rosemary, my life would be complete.
Well, you're setting the bar as low as it can possibly go.
No, that's Sheamus and Cesaro, and they lost to Nicholas and Braun Strowman.
Stop. I am exhausted with this one. Like, I'm fucking exhausted. What more can we possibly talk about this?
Do you think more children will be fighting at future WrestleManias?
Well, you know, the way fucking things are going, you know, just let a kid go out there and fucking, you know, King Maxwell and all this shit.
No.
You know, what was that?
No. Ugh.
You know what's funny? I bet King Maxwell could whoop fucking Nicholas's ass in a heartbeat.
Yeah, right. He is not a champion.
I think he could whip his ass. What's wrong, Skeeter?
He's not a champion. King Maxwell's not a champion. What championships has he held? This isn't a King Maxwell episode. This is a Nicholas episode.
He's the son of my brother, Matt Hardy.
So? So? That doesn't matter.
Oh, Skeeter, why you got a tood going on about Maxwell Hardy?
This is not an episode about King Maxwell Hardy. And
no. Tell the world why you got a little bit of a tood going on.
We don't have kings here in America. We have presidents like Jack Tunney.
Why so bitter about King Max? Are you afraid?
I think he's afraid because I said to Matt Hardy in our interview with him, I said, wouldn't it be fun if we had an exhibition match where I fight King Maxwell? And then he just ignored it and nothing happened with it. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do and give Maxwell more experience, give me experience, have my first match, and then he didn't have it. So why we even got to talk about him? Why do I got to breathe the same air that I used to talk about King Maxwell?
Yeah, because King Maxwell is in a different league than you, Skeeter, to be truthful.
Well, okay.
Even though he's a little bitch too, he's definitely in a different league than you.
I've been training longer than King Maxwell's been alive.
Some people are born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
What does Maybelline have to do with this?
Look,
We're talking about King Maxwell, not King Maybelline.
King Maybelline is a king, not King Maxwell.
They're both kings. You can have more than one king.
He doesn't even have a crown. King Maybelline has a crown. And
I bet you Maxwell has a crown. Have you been in his room?
I tried.
Wait, what? Skeeter, are you admitting to trying a home invasion at the Hardy compound?
Yeah, that place is cool, and they have matches there, and there's fun stuff that goes on. There's a mower of lawns and all that, and I wanted to go. I thought you could buy tickets.
When did you do this? When did you do this?
I tried every window thinking it was like a ticket window.
Skeeter, I don't know if you saw what happened recently to Sonya's DeVille's. Is somebody tried to home invade, and they're gone to jail. You don't need to be saying this stuff out loud, Skeeter.
Was he trying to buy tickets to a show?
Skeeter,
because I was trying to buy tickets to a show.
Skeeter, they don't have shows going on every day at the Hardy compound.
Well, they should post a sign that says that to make it clear.
When did you do this?
I did it like right after our interview.
Apologize right now. Because legally you could go to jail right now unless you apologize.
Do you not want me to go jail?
I need somebody to do my fucking work. More often, I would usually say, yes, I want you to go to jail to get out of my fucking hair. But who else is going to do my fucking business, the work that I'm too busy to handle? So, Skeeter, apologize right now.
I'm sorry, Marky Xtreme.
No, Matt Hardy and King Maxwell for trying to break into their home.
I'm sorry, Matt Hardy, for trying to buy tickets to the Hardy compound shows.
Don't be a little fucking kid. Say what I'm saying. Apologize and say I'm sorry.
And say I'm sorry. You just had to do that.
I'm about to fucking pass out.
I don't need to apologize to King Maxwell for
doing these podcasts with you is like daycare. It's like literally I'm taking care of a kid. I'm babysitting you.
Why don't we get milk?
Exactly. What grown ass man would ever say that?
Kurt Angle.
Fucking fair point. God dang it. But what grown ass man would... You deserve to be in the fucking kids division in the WWE.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you very much.
That's not a compliment. Continue.
Look, Nicholas has all the potential. There's nothing... Don't you think that Backyard Wrestling Entertainment could scoop him up now? A former WWE champion? Think of all the shoots he could do, everybody he's met, all the interactions that he could tell it like it is on the microphone. You could shape him into being the next great Backyard Wrestling Entertainment superstar. AEW, Impact Wrestling, ROH, they all might try and recruit him, but you could be first.
I have no interest.
Why?
Because
why does Marky Xtreme have no interest in Nicholas?
You know, I keep business and my personal beliefs separate. Usually, business comes first, and what's best for business, I would do. We brought, Buff Bagwell into the backyard recently. Regardless of my personal beliefs about him. It didn't end up well, but we brought him in because business. I do what's best for business. I am even if I was to put my personal beliefs aside about what I feel is the truth with Nicholas, I wouldn't do it because of what happened with our previous kids division, Skeeter. We are in a legal fucking shitstorm about what happened, and we can't bring any more kids into the backyard anymore.
Well, if it's just one, couldn't he be a special attraction? Couldn't it be like a not intergender, I don't know what you call it. Interager matches?
Skeeter,
Where an adult fights a child?
that's called pedophilia. And we can't do that in backyard wrestling.
Isn't that walking across the street? Isn't that what everybody is when they're the pedophilians? People drive cars and they're automobilians, and then the pedophile. When you say go walk to the store,
that's pedestrian, you dumbass. I am so tired. This has worn me out.
You sound like Nicholas when they took his tag team championship away.
I don't sound like a baby.
No, you sound like a child, not a baby.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't sound like a child.
You sound a little bit like a child.
No, I
right
don't.
Now. I mean, you don't need to stomp on the ground.
I'm not stomping. I am not stomping.
We'll make you feel better right now, buddy. We'll make you feel good.
I don't want to say.
You want pizza?
Yeah.
We can get you pizza.
Really?
You want extra cheese?
Yeah.
Would that make you feel good, buddy? Get extra cheese pizza?
Yeah.
You want some of the right back?
Hey, what the fuck? No. Extreme. Hell yeah. Dick and peckers. Yeah. No.
What? Why?
Nothing,
Why did
nothing.
you say that? Why did you say Dick and Peckers?
I'm fine. I don't need nothing. I'm a grown ass man. I fucking pay bills, so continue with this research and let's wrap this shit up soon. Please.
I think Nicholas has all the potential in the world. I think any company would be crazy to not try and scoop him up. He's a champion. He's going to be back someday. He's going to be in wrestling. And Mark Xtreme, I think it'd be better to make a friend than an enemy.
No, he will forever be my enemy. I will never give him any opportunities in backyard wrestling entertainment, and I never will understand how WWE will ever continue to give him an opportunity over someone like me, over the countless people that don't have a WWE contract right now. Kiwi, Scotty Riggs, people like that. How do people like that not have a contract? And Nicholas has one. It is. I will never understand it.
Well, he even had a T-shirt, so there's that too. I think he's great. I think he's great, and I hope someday him and I can be best friends. So thanks for listening, everybody. This wraps up our show today. This was a fun one. This is great to talk about champions, underdog, a real underdog. Marky Xtreme, tell people what we got going on.
We got a lot of stuff going on, Skeeter. Like we mentioned at the top of the show, On Your Mark 10K Go is our contest we have going on at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow. Just hit a subscribe button, and when we get to 10K, we're giving out a video game. We've also got kick-ass shirts, like we mentioned, at ProWrestlingTees.com/OIMShow. Follow us on our social medias, our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook, and Twitter at OIMShow. And again, please support us at our Patreon page, become a skid mark, and get a shout out on this podcast at patreon.com/OIMShow. Did I miss anything, Skeeter?
No, I think that's pretty much it. It's great to see things happening for future wrestlers, and even Zack Ryder and Brian Hawkins. One time I was looking at the tweets on my Bing Box. Hit up your Bing Box, everybody, and he's even got a limited Mattel figure that Zack Ryder owns, and so does Nicholas. They're both buddies because they got Nicholas figures.
I feel better.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Bye-bye.
It's Dragon Wagon.